So I say to you, behave politically, act politically. That's one thing you can do to try to elect somebody who will show leadership. And don't ever believe that voting is unimportant. I go places all the time where people argue that, young people argue with me that voting doesn't make any difference, and they're going to do X, Y, and Z. They're going to go in business. I said, what do you think regulates business? What do you think politics has to do with that? The environment in which you can get a loan or not get a loan. Well, they hadn't thought about that. So, vote, run for office, support somebody, do whatever's necessary on that. Also do something yourself voluntarily to try to make things better. I believe in that. But we also need a movement. Most of the great change that has taken place, any social change in this country, anywhere else, has come as a result of a social movement. If you think about it, it's the squeaky wheel that gets the oil, a social movement. And while it may be true that the moral arc of the universe tends toward justice, sometimes I wonder if that's right, the arc seems to move a little better if you have a movement and some juice behind it. And we haven't had a movement since the death of the Civil Rights Movement that died in the mud of Resurrection City after the Poor People's March. The closest thing that comes to it in the African American community is all those young people who work on issues like reparations, who seem to be energized and moving and all the rest. So I think that we have to think about what we can do voluntarily, what we can do politically, what we can do in our communities to work together to solve some of our internal problems without saying, oh, Bill Cosby was wrong. My colleague, Michael Eric Dyson, is wrong. He's wrong, not Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby is right. We have internal problems in the black community with kids killing kids and people killing people and people doing all kinds of things. White people do too, but I'm talking about black people. And so we do need community action and programs through churches and organizations and the like to try to deal with these issues. Where he's wrong is to de-emphasize what we need to do in terms of policy and the society at large. And I say that young people will have to do this because every time change has occurred, somebody has gone through the fire. And the question is, who's going to go through the fire this time? Put differently, each generation must make its own dent in the wall of injustice. Everybody's got to do it. And so our task is helping ourselves and each other so that we can spread the idea of liberty and justice for all and make it a reality in our community, in our nation, and in the world. Thank you very much.